full body workout split. So we're starting off this workout with a warm-up. No workout is complete without a warm-up. Warm-ups are one of the best ways to prevent injuries. It's a lot easier to prevent injuries by warming up, by using good technique, or by modifying exercises than to recover from injuries once you get them. So for these warm-ups, I'm doing cat-cow, I'm doing gorilla squats, and I'm doing cross-body arm swings, and I'm staying within a rep range of between 10 to 20 reps for each warm-up. If you don't feel ready to go or you don't feel warm after the first round of these warm-ups, don't be afraid to do them again. For my own personal workouts, I normally warm up for about anywhere from 10 to 20 minutes, and that's because I've had injuries in the past and I am committed to avoiding them at all costs and training smart so that I can train hard. If you notice when I do gorilla squats, I'm not arching my back as I squat. The movement is coming from my hips and knees and not from my lower back.
Running time clock ticked on you two collided. Sex baby, I want it all. Dame tú lo que sabes, girl. Te escribo un hitazo. Seguimos paso a paso. Pienso en amor cuando agarro tu mano. Pero no es el caso, no me hace caso. Dice que soy un villano. Arriba del mundo, que mi princesa. Sin compromisos, I can't be with you. It's not my fault, you're not in the picture. Come to my show and I just might kiss you. Spend time alone, just drinking tequila. When I get drunk, I just wanna feel ya. Ella sabe que este amor es grave. Ella sabe.
Alright, let's get into the workout. So for our first exercise, we are doing front rack dumbbell squats. Compound movements are one of the best ways to work out. They're one of the most efficient ways to work out because you are training multiple muscles at one time. So with this exercise, we're hitting the glutes, we're hitting the quads, and we're hitting the hamstrings. And because of the placement of the dumbbells, we are also demanding a lot of our system because our core is required to stabilize more weight, if that makes sense. So you'll take your dumbbells, you'll get a nice firm stance in the ground. Your feet can be between, I would say, right at shoulder width apart or slightly wider than shoulder width apart if that's comfortable for you. And then you will move from your hips and knees. As the hips shoot back, the knees will come forward and you'll keep that spine completely upright. Now, what I've been seeing a lot is people overarching their back in order to contract the glutes more. There's no need to do that. Just simply doing the exercise and maintaining the proper alignment will recruit the glutes properly. You don't need to overarch your back. For our next exercise, we are doing a dumbbell bench press. So for a lot of girls, we tend to neglect our upper bodies because we really want that curvy, big behind look. But training is not solely for aesthetics. You want to have a balanced physique and you want to have a functional kinetic chain that will keep you strong and moving and happy, for the rest of your life, not just solely to look a certain way. So for this exercise, you're going to grab a bench, you're going to grab some dumbbells, and you're going to press directly in front of you. Now, it may be deceiving to put the elbows completely parallel to the shoulders. You don't want to do that. If you can see in the video, my elbows are kind of at my ribs when they go down for the downward motion of the movement. Keep your core tight and even allow for a slight arch in the back because that allows for more stability from the shoulder complex. For all of these workouts, you can stay within a rep range of 8 to 12 reps or 8 to 15 once you really have the form cemented in your brain. So you want that foundation of great form so that as you grow and as you add more weight, as you get stronger and stronger, you can move healthily. You don't want to just train hard for the sake of training hard to look a certain way or to just be able to say you can move a certain amount of weight. You also want to train smart so that you can train hard for a long period of time. For our next exercise, we are doing a B stance deadlift. So I believe in our first video, we did a kettlebell deadlift. So this is kind of a progression from that deadlift because you're shifting the weight to one side of the body, or shifting the majority of the weight to one side of the body. About 70 to, I would say, 80% of your body weight should be on that front leg, and then the back leg is there just to stabilize you. What you'll do is you'll start off with your feet shoulder width apart, and then you'll take one step back. You'll leave that foot there for stability, and you'll shoot the hips back. You'll allow for a slight bend in the knee at the end of your range of motion. Then you'll press down into the ground and contract the glutes to return to your starting position. For an exercise like this, start off with a weight that's not as challenging. Start off with a weight that will allow you to comfortably do between 12 and 15 reps. Once you've really mastered the movement pattern, once you've become more familiar with the exercise after a couple of rounds or maybe after a few workouts, then begin to really increase that weight. You don't want to start off going super heavy because you may speed through something or you may be doing something incorrectly. And the worst thing you can do is train incorrectly with added weight. That's a recipe for a mean injury, I know from experience. And for our next exercise, our final exercise, we are doing a kneeling dumbbell tricep extension. The reason why I chose to do this movement kneeling is because it requires more from my upper body. So sometimes we can compensate when we're standing, and we can use some of the power from our feet and legs to really propel the weight. But I really wanted to isolate those triceps with this movement. That's like the back to outer part of your arm. As you can see, I'm choosing to do it more to the side. You can go straight back, but I like going more to the side because it allows for more range of motion. For this exercise, you can kind of mirror what you did for the last one. Start off with a lower weight, familiarize yourself with the movement and with the position, and then increase your weight over time. Alright guys, and that concludes our beginner full body workout split. So I'm ending my workout with a cool down. I'm doing some stretching, and I think after this I foam rolled off camera. But if you guys try this routine, please let me know how you like it. Let me know if you have any questions, and if you need to make any modifications, please do so. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you at the next video. Bye!